guess I don't know if I was named after anybody.
It's going.
Well, that's what it's supposed to do then.
I know right now when you're talking.
Well, Dad, were you named after anyone?
Huh?
Were you named after anyone?
Were you named after anyone?
I don't know.
I don't believe so. I don't know who you were named after.
I don't know if Mom's side had any Harrys or not.
You don't know her people hardly. The
Yeah, I
boys,
don't know
some of
nothing
the
about
girls.
Mom's side.
You know some of the girls.
The boys.
You know the girls, you don't know the boys.
Knew the girls, but
Yeah.
didn't know the boys.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, tell me your birthdays.
Huh?
Your birthdays.
My birthday, 28th November,
What year?
1910.
10.
Mom?
And October 22nd, 1915.
Okay. Where were you born?
I was born in Dark County. It was out in the country. We were stationed, the country house.
How long did you live there?
I don't know how long they lived there. They moved there, didn't live there too long, I don't think.
How many different places did you live? Can you remember some of the places?
Oh my, I've lived a lot of different places. When I was about 5 years old, we moved from North Star down to Weaver Station. And where did we go from Weaver Station? I don't know. I don't remember where we moved to from Weaver Station. But we was at Greenville out in the country when I was in second grade. We moved to Greenville in town. I was there in the third grade. In fourth grade, I was out in New Paris at a country school, Friendship School. It wasn't in town, New Paris, but it was on a rural route. It was a Friendship School. And we went to New Paris again. From there, we went back to New Paris again. Yes. Oh, from New Paris, I forget where we did go. Went to Whitewater. Went to the old school they tore down. I started there down at least. And from Whitewater, I think we went to New Madison. New Madison School we went to.
That's a no.
You know, we went to Weaver Station School.
The outdoors.
And we went back to New Madison School again. New Madison, we went to a school out in the country. It was down around Richmond. I forget what they called the school. But it was a country school down by Richmond. And then we went back to New Paris again. And that's the last school I was in. And then they moved to Greenville, and I didn't start school anymore. That's why I was going to start in school again.
Go ahead.
That's about all of them.
Yeah.
That's the last school I went to was New Paris.
All right. Okay. Well, Dad, where were you born?
Where were you born?
Dang if I know. As far as I know, I was born out here by either Coal Town or Woodington.
The country.
It was out in the country there or something. Well, I mean, it was out but close to Coal Town. Because that
Yeah.
was Smith lady was my godmother, or whatever you want to call her.
She wants you to look at the camera. She wants you to keep looking at the camera.
Yeah. Well, how many other, can you describe some of the other places you lived?
Huh?
Like, what about some of the other places you lived when you were growing up?
Well, let's see. That place burnt down. They built another one. We moved from there to Salina. to Greenville on East 5th Street. We moved from East 5th Street to Tiffin Street. From Tiffin Street, we moved to 13th Street. We moved again on 13th Street up Old Smitty's Grocery. Then we moved back on Front Street. I was married while we lived on Front Street.
Can you describe the house where you, one of the houses where you grew up?
After that?
You describe one of the houses.
Huh?
Describe one of the houses where you grew up.
Like how many
Right, one of
rooms?
the houses.
Mm-hmm.
How many rooms did you have? That sort of thing.
Heck, I don't even know.
2 stories house? Was it a 2-story house?
Huh?
2-story house?
Well, let's see. Salina wasn't. I think that one that burnt down was a 2-story. I'm not sure. There's a 2-story on 5th Street in Greenville when we moved there. There was a 2-story on 13th Street. Or on Tiffin Street, I mean.
So you weren't in log cabins.
And there was a 2-story on 13th Street. One of them, the next one was a single story. And the one on Front Street was a 2-story.
What, did you have to go out and cut the wood every day? I mean,
What?
what
Yeah,
kind of heating did you have?
Hmm?
What kind of heat did you have? Heat.
Like we all did back then, cold wood.
Honey, don't be moving around a lot, okay? Okay. Are any of those houses still there? Are most of them there,
Are all those houses still there where you lived?
Oh, they all tore down.
Are they still there? Are they tore down?
or you can be answering too
Well,
long.
one out of the country tore down, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I haven't been back to a lot of them houses.
I didn't realize you both
I
moved so
don't
much.
The
know.
Whitewater, I think that house
I
is still
doubt
standing.
Patton and Salina tore down unless it went bad because it was right close to the fairgrounds. Right up the street from the fairgrounds. The building on 5th Street's still standing. The one on Tiffin Street's still standing. One of them on 13th I know is still standing. I don't know whether that one by Smitty's Grocery is still standing or not. The one on Front Street's still standing.
All right. Well, how many brothers and sisters did you have?
What?
How many brothers and sisters?
Those that died and those that didn't?
Yeah, all of them.
Well, let's see, I had about
You can name them.
4 of each, if I can remember right.
Hmm.
Let's see, 4. I think that baby was a girl anyway, yeah. I made 5 and 4.
Uh-huh. Do you remember their names?
5 and, no.
You know
I
their
didn't
names.
make 4, huh?
You remember their names?
Yeah, most of them.
No, she was with her. Didn't name them.
Well, let's see. Rosanna was first. John David was second. Or John, I don't know what his name was, David or not.
Was John?
David,
John.
well, it
Wesley.
wasn't all.
Wesley John.
Wesley John.
Oh.
And then come Carrie, or no. Then come Homer. And then came the baby. It never had a name. them,
It was Gladys and,
hmm?
the two that died was Gladys and,
Well,
Benny.
Gladys was a girl, that was the next.
And Benny.
Benny was Benjamin, and then Gladys, and then Carrie, and then me, and then Carrie, and then Robert.
The,
But the only three that lived was up to age was the older three and the younger three. The three middle ones died. They were, Benny and Gladys both died when they was 11.
was it an accident or were they sick?
Was it sick or an accident?
Hmm?
Was it sick or an accident? They died.
Sick. John, I don't know. I don't know what was wrong with baby.
He
He
died when he
only
was a
about
baby.
2 or 3 days old. But Benny had tuberculosis. That's what they called it back then, anyway. And Gladys died of the flu.
Oh.
That flu epidemic in 1918.
Did that affect your family a lot? Did that change things?
Did it affect your family any? Did it change things? Did it affect your family any? Did it change things?
It didn't change things any.
They were both 12 years old when they died.
That was really sad.
Gladys and Benny was.
You hadn't met each other
Yeah,
before then.
I didn't really hear them talking about it.
Uh-huh. Well, why don't you tell me about your brothers and sisters?
Wilbur was the oldest. He died in a nursing home at Richmond. In Florence, and she died in Greenville Hospital. And Walter's next. He's still Brethren's home. And Caroline, she's 82.
Uh-huh.
She's still down in the south. They're down in Holton, Indiana, south of the state. And then Leonard died of cancer. And then Chubb, Chalmer, we always call him Chubb.
Uh-huh. He's still down New Madison?
Yeah, he's in Greenville now. They moved to Greenville.
Oh, okay.
Then me and then Johnny.
They're still at Lynn?
Yeah, they're still in. We had one dead in there between Caroline and Mulder. It was Ruth. Her name was Ruth. She was just little when she died, baby.
Okay. What? Okay, there you go. Oh. What kind of things did you do for fun when you were little? What'd you guys play?
What'd you do for fun when you was little?
Played.
Did you play Nintendo games or
Huh?
did you play Nintendo games or what did you do?
Oh, I played some card games once in a while. Football and baseball mostly.
Running around getting into
Huh?
things. Running around getting into things.
Hmm?
Running around getting into things.
Fly kites and sometimes.
Uh-huh. What about you, Mom?
Oh, we just had homemade stuff. We had made balls out of Grandma's old black socks. We stick full of rags in there. That was our ball. Played basketball. Just set up a chair in the corner of the kitchen to play basketball with us. Then we made checkerboards. And we'd go to fuss and Mom would take them away and burn them. She thought they wasn't right for us to have them. We had just made a whole movement on cardboard and we put buttons on there. She always had a mess of buttons in the box. And we'd get the big buttons out and put on there for her. And we'd go to fussing and fighting about them and she'd take it away from us and burn it until we made another one. After a while we'd make another one, start it again.
So
And when in winter time we went out and played, the boys played basketball, shooting the loop, shooting in the baskets all. It wasn't playing regular basketball. And they'd always say, I missed a basket. It'd make me so mad at them. Because they was older than I was. And they'd say, well, she missed a basket. And then we'd play hockey waiting on for them to get us up for school. We'd go out the doors and just play hockey. And they hit me on the shins so bad sometimes. They didn't aim to, but they would naturally hit me on the shins. I had my shins and they was a mess, all bruised and battered up. But I keep right on playing.
Uh-huh. You were a lot smaller than them, right?
Yeah, they was older than I was. They had the advantage. We used to always play snow out, get in the snow and play in the snow when they had snow. We made a big fort, and we stayed behind that. We made a mess of balls and laid them in behind the fort there. And we had to get out of the fort to throw them at them. Had snowball fights. They couldn't hit us.
Did you do boys against girls, or?
I don't remember how we done it, but I know we had behind that fort and the others wasn't. But it must have been the boys was out. Geraldine and I reckon was behind it. I don't know whether she played with us or not.
And Florence was quite a bit older.
Yeah, she was older and gone. Florence was married when I was only, I guess I was about five when she got married. I didn't hardly know her.
Uh-huh.
Did you get to be
I played with my dolls a lot. I always liked to play with my dolls. I played with dolls when I was 14 years old.
Were they homemade, or did you get any?
No, they bought them dolls. I made the clothes, tried to make them. I was changing their clothes.
Uh-huh. Did you do anything special during the holidays?
What?
Did you do anything special during the holidays?
Special time?
We didn't need it.
Nope.
What was Christmas like?
Huh?
What was Christmas like?
Well, we got one or two presents, and that was all. But we just as happy at Christmas time as them that didn't. They got a lot of stuff. But we didn't care about a lot of stuff. We wasn't used to it and didn't look forward to it. And we always thought there was a Santa Claus. They'd go uptown and Santa Claus would be up there, and it seemed surreal. And they always told us it wasn't, but it seemed surreal. We'd see him uptown.
What were your Christmases like, Dad? Christmas like?
What was Christmas like?
I don't know.
Remember?
And too long ago.
You didn't get a lot of gifts either.
Huh?
You didn't get a lot of gifts at the Christmas time.
Oh,
They didn't get gifts back then like they do now.
we're lucky we got one.
Yeah, one gift.
Did you have a tree or a big meal?
We
Huh?
never had a
Tree?
tree but once, decorated with popcorn and this little tree the boy went out and got.
Uh-huh.
Just homemade things. We never had anything.
Popcorn.
Didn't have no lights on it or anything. That's the only time we ever had a tree. Mom didn't believe in Christmas trees. She wouldn't let us have Christmas trees. We did have that, and the boy did bring that little one in one year. That's when we lived at New Paris, around New Paris.
Uh-huh. Dad, did you have a tree?
I don't remember. Not that I can remember of.
Okay.
Everybody didn't have trees then like they do now.
I can remember the
You
first
people
house
have
we
them.
had electricity in even.
Uh-huh. Did the churches have special services?
Hmm?
No, I didn't. We didn't. Did your church have special services for Christmas? Special service for Christmas?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't think
We
so.
didn't go if we did.
No, I don't think they had any special service.
Well, what kind of work did you do when you were small?
What?
Did you have a lot of chores to do when you were small?
A lot of toys.
Chores.
Chores. Chores to do, work. You get to work, chores and things.
Well, not you for work.
What kind of things?
Carry in the coal or the wood, carry out the ashes, spade the garden, hoe it, pick the fruit or whatever you planted. That's that's about all I had.
Uh-huh. What about you, Mom? Did you have
Oh,
chores too?
we didn't do a whole lot, didn't have a whole lot of chores, because Carolyn was older then, and she went ahead and done everything. They always had
Oh.
to dust. I always made me do the dust, and I had to dust.
Okay. Did you ever get allowance?
No, he didn't get no allowance, I know.
Okay. Was there a lot of illnesses then in the family where you were healthy most of the time?
Pretty healthy, we never went to the doctor or anything. Just took care of, if we got a cold or anything, we just took big salve.
Why, you rubbed it on?
Rubbed it on. And she'd hold it over the lamp, put some in a teaspoon and hold it over the lamp. We always had old coal lamps, old coal lamps. We didn't have electricity. And it was, he
Chlorine or Watkins.
put it over there and then heated up and then we'd breathe that fumes. And we never went to doctor for a cold. Didn't have one too often.
I story though, when I said we didn't move in Salina, we did. Moved around the corner.
We done
All right. Okay. What kind of foods do you remember eating? Did you get a lot of sweets?
No. Very seldom ever had candy. Or we just had the old-fashioned beans, potatoes, rice, and stuff. We didn't have anything.
Did you have a lot of meat?
Did you have a lot of meat to eat?
Huh?
Or at the table, did you have a lot of meat to eat? We didn't eat.
No.
When we was older, when Dad got on the farm, we raised hogs, so we had the ham. We had meat
No.
ham, but ordinarily we didn't.
Dad, you want to tell about you bringing home the milk one day from the grocery and you rolled it?
What?
Remember that day you rolled the milk home from the grocery?
Yeah, you rolled a can of pet milk home from the grocery. Your mom took you after a can of pet milk home on the sidewalk.
Oh, well.
You had butter when you...
What happened? Did you just...
Nothing. I'd get back after another can.
You didn't roll it.
Huh?
You didn't roll it home.
I didn't roll it home.
It's
no.
so heavy, it's too much to carry it.
Well, did your folks tell you a lot of stories?
What?
Did they tell you a lot of stories?
Let's go then.
Did folks tell you a lot of stories? When you went to bed or anything?
Sent you off. Well, Mom, why don't you tell us
First
about the...
place, I never was home long enough.
Did you run around the lake a lot? Were you in that area?
Did you run around the lake a lot? Up in Salina?
No.
Up in
I
Salina?
stayed away from the lake after I almost jumped in it.
Or you got scared, or...
Oh, about 6 years old, maybe 7. And Mom walked up there to the corner of the lake on Sunday, because Dad was working for the glycerin factory, which is right down the street from the corner. I crawled up on the fence and was going to jump in. Mom kept me. That's the last time I went down close to the pond.
Is that big lake there, wasn't it?
Huh?
That big lake there at Salina? So she was
Yeah.
going to jump in.
Oh, can you swim?
Huh?
Can you swim?
Nope. I never could. I had enough chances to learn, but I never did. I'm just one of them guys that can't swim. In behind Suter Slaughterhouse, we used to have a swimming hole. We used to make these dugout canoes. Well, they wasn't dugout canoes either, but it was barrel. Take a barrel hook, these old wooden barrel hooks and make a canoe out of them. Cover them all up and tar it all up and everything. It was always my job to take it down to the Ohio Street bridge, put it in, and paddle it up to Suter slaughterhouse. Be sure it didn't leak. Well, if it leaked, I wasn't going to go very far in it. I'd get back out, but I never had one leak on me. That's one thing I could say. But one time I was standing up there, or I paddled one up there. There's a great big rock he used to dive off of. There's a pool about, around 20 feet deep out there in front of it. An old Stanley Reader, one of the kids I went to school with and run around with, he shoved me in. He'd come up behind me and give me a shove. The guy told him, he said, he can't swim. And he says, I know it, I'm going in after him. He waited a few minutes, or a little sometime anyway. He dove in after me. About the time he dove in and hit the water, I come up the bank. I just come with my hands and feet backed up the bank. I couldn't swim, never could. I got in a place out on Greenville Creek out behind that first big curve out of Greenville. Used to be a swimming hole back in there we all went to. I got into one of the channels back in there one day. I couldn't. I had to have help to get out. I couldn't. I could swim underwater. I used to dive. That's what fooled a lot of them. I used to dive off a diving board underwater across that pond that was there and come out on the other side. I'd get far enough across swimming and with speed to hit bottom with my feet. That's the reason most of them thought I could swim, but I couldn't. I never could get my hands and the feet working together.
Well, Mom, why don't you tell us why you couldn't chew gum when you were growing up?
Well, Mom didn't mouth to chew gum. She thought it was sinful for us to spend money for that which is not bread. She wouldn't let anybody even give us any gum. The Raleigh man come there and he always give the children gum when he come. And he offered us kids gum, Mom wouldn't let us take it. Because it's all sinful to chew gum. And one time Johnny had to go in the store and he got some of them little candy things, you know, and inside was gum, and you got to suck down, it was gum. And he gave Mom a piece, we'd go so pleased. Johnny was sitting in the back seat, and she didn't carry it on. Got down to that. She said, well, that's gum. Said the devil put one over. Well, Johnny sat back there, we laughed and laughed and laughed. She just spit and sputtered in this case.
You doing that?
She never allowed us chewing gum. We're not to buy it, just spending money for it.
Well, Mom, what did you want to be when you grew up? What did you want to do?
Well, I don't think I had anything in particular in mind. I just lived from day to time.
No, I was just seeing how this film was in there.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I didn't think to look for it.
Well, Dad, what did you want to be when you grew up, when you were little?
A boy.
What did you want to be?
What did I want to be?
Yeah, when you growed up.
Well, that's me.
Mark said schoolyard
I
boy.
never had any particular ambition to be anything.
Well, you made your goal there.
Give me a job and make a living, that's all I cared for.
Dad didn't aspire to be president.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right with me. I don't want to be president's kid.
And would want to be president nowadays.
Huh?
They need to have their head examined. Anybody want to be president now?
What are some of the funny things you did at school?
Well, some of the things you done at school, funny things you done at school.
Well, let's see, second year algebra. Well, that wasn't funny, that was just plain mean. There's one girl always, when she had to go to the blackboard, I sat right along the blackboard. She'd always come over before I was standing or sitting, and when they give her the problem, well, I'd show her how to do it, or tell her how to do it. One time she be a little bit contrary, I give her the wrong answer and the wrong way of working it. And the teacher jumped all over her instead of jumping over me, who he should have.
That's about like Jared. She gave what Livingston answers with his lessons.
Yeah, I've done their work. So they
Then he
played
worked for 'em.
baseball. Basketball. Sam came, Dick Livingston, but watch old Dick, he owes me half of what he owes.
Yeah. Huh. Well, did you ever put Limburger cheese on anything?
What?
You ever use Limburger cheese on anything?
I didn't, but Johnny Shooter did. Our Latin class was always, she'd never open a window on it unless it got so hot that you can't stand it. Johnny says, I'll open them windows up. His dad owned,
Suitor.
that was his dad. The kids is now, grandkids are running it now. That butcher shop, he brought some of that and stuck behind her register. That open steam register, and he stuck that behind there. She opened the windows.
Is there any other things like that at school?
Huh?
Do you remember any other things like that?
Oh, sometimes. There's one time, you know how the courthouse is over there, the steeple and everything?
At Greenville?
Well, that's the way it was back then, except it was the original steeple. And they always, in the fall of the year, they'd each class put their, or in the spring of the year rather, each class would put his, or try to get his flag up on that thing. So we decided we were going to put ours up. I didn't get in on it, but Johnny Shooter furnished a 5-gallon bucket of lard. You had to go up. After you got up where it was open, you had to climb a post, one of them posts, and get up, get a hold of a lightning rod, and hope it held to get to the top. And put it up there. So whoever put the flag up, and don't ask me who it was, because I don't know. Had the 5-gallon bucket of lard, and he greased that, and he greased his roof as he come back down. And that flag still got up there for about a month and a half. So it finally blew down.
Oh, do you remember any things like that, Mom? You probably didn't do anything ornery like that.
I didn't do anything like that at school.
What?
I didn't do anything like that at school.
Oh, Dad
Red
said,
did.
what?
Red did. He done a lot of tricks and mean things at school. He didn't care. He thought it was funny, but he jumped up. He used to call them school hacks. When they didn't have a school bus, they just called them hacks. It didn't look nothing like the school buses do today. And the windows would open, you know, just little ones, two of them there, that they would open, and he cranked them, they'd open up, and he wanted to beat Caroline to the house, and he was home from school, he wanted to beat Caroline in the house. And Caroline got out the door to the hack first, and he just, out the window, jumped out the window. windows. Run in the house, and then, of course, the bus driver, he couldn't get him then. He thought he'd done doing something, he beat her to the house. And he pulled tricks at school. He was always doing something. He'd always act the innocent.
Would he get in trouble at home then? When did they
Mom
catch
didn't
him?
know he'd done it until afterwards. She'd hear about it. Yes, he got his little rear end fender. She'd have noticed.
Remember that the story you told about it was hailing out, and the one piece came down. It was about the size of a golf
Oh,
ball.
that was Chubb.
Oh, that was
And he
Chubb.
run out to get that piece of that hail. It hailed awful that year down close to Richmond. Great big hail, about the size of an egg. And just hailed this little one first, you know, a big one come down, and Chubb, he run out to get it. And they all started coming down to that side. Tore the cars up, the tops of the cars, and broke out windows and everything.
He didn't get hit?
It didn't. Yeah, it done some damage to the car, but it didn't. They didn't break no windows in the house.
Well, what about Uncle Chubb?
He's the one that done
Did
that.
it hit him?
Yeah, he got hit. He got it pelting him on the head. That big was all coming down at once. He went out to get that one because it was so big. Then it's all that size. Got to coming hard. He made a beeline for the house. He didn't catch any more.
I bet he got the whole bunch, didn't he?
Yeah, he could have got a whole bunch.
Well, how about the time that neighbor lady came through the yard and the dog got her dress?
Yeah, that old happened. Dad always had hunting dogs, hound dogs. They always kept them tied up. He never let them run loose on a line, and he could run back and forth on the line, but he couldn't get any farther than that. And she whipped that little girl. She's visiting over at her brother's house. They lived on the other side of us, and she instead of going around like she's supposed to go home, she come down to our yard, and she went right by that dog, and the dog was stretched out just as far as he could come. She might know she's got hit. She was mad. That little girl done something, I don't know what, and she whipped her and made the dog, stirred the dog up because she was whipping that little girl. He grabbed her, tore her dress, and Mom was washing on the back porch, and Mom didn't say anything, and says you'll pay for that. Reddy just laughed. But she was, she got over a mad spell when she was all right. She not doing better to go through there. I said she couldn't say anything because the dog was on our property and he was tied up. So she noticed. She just so mad that she didn't. She just walked right through there anyhow, whipping that little girl. I said, he got her. She didn't whip her anymore.
Didn't Red say something? Well, why can't you pay for it
She
yourself?
said, oh, it's a thing he got paid for, I think Red said. I thought that was paid for. She's a big fat woman. If she'd been slender, she might have run and got away from you. But she's too big and fat.
There was more to grab.
Yeah. Well, what about there was one time you were living upstairs in an apartment or something, and the boys were daring the other to pee down. They dared Uncle Johnny to pee down the pipe or something.
Chuck peed down the pipe himself, I think. It was a register. The register was down into we lived in a double. These people lived on the other side. And she was cooking beans, and Mom didn't know nothing about it. She said, well, there's somebody down through that register, go down. And then they Chip and Pete down went down her beat. And she was jolly. She didn't tell us for a long time. Kids will do something when you never know what they're up to.
Well, were there a lot of girls that went to school your age, or
Yeah,
did all the boys and girls
Some
go?
of the schools there was. Quite a few of them went. Some of the schools there wasn't very many went. Some of the country schools. But some of the schools I went to. I went to school every place. changed every year. I think one year he changed schools 3 times. And that always bothered me. It didn't hurt the boys any. Because boys all play together. They get out and play ball or something. They all play together, but the girls don't do that. They just go around in little bunches.
Yeah.
It always make me start in a new school again. I hated it. Because I never would push my way into them unless they asked me to come with them or something. I wouldn't do it. I just have to take them myself.
Well, did you have a favorite teacher?
No, I don't know that I had a favorite teacher.
Oh, about a subject. Was there one that you liked and didn't like?
There's a couple I didn't like very much. Was that one New Madison that nobody liked her. There's one at Weaver Station when I went there to country school. Nobody liked her very well. That country school, one boy, he stuck out his tongue at her or something, made a face at her, and she caught him. She hadn't looked that way and seen him. And she didn't like him anyway. It was Chalmer Ray, and you know him.
Who?
It was that Ray boy, Dorothy Ray's brother. And she yanked him out. She went over there, boy, she was mad. She went over there and yanked him out of his seat, and she pulled a great big tuft of hair right out of the middle of his head. You could see his head. And there was a great big ball. And Dorothy ran out and got him and said, I'm going to take that home. And she goes to her dad. He said he cut her heart out. And he was mean. He just about would do it, too. But he couldn't hardly sleep at night or anything. She just yanked him out of that seat there. And I said, she told him to come here or something, and he wouldn't do it. He just sat in his seat. He just stayed there. And I don't know what he'd done. He hadn't done much. He was talking or something. I don't know what. Don't remember if he was doing anything. And he didn't get up and go to her. He just stayed there in his seat. And boy, she brought him out of there.
Part of him anyway.
Yeah. Boy, she really beat him up.
Wow. Well, did you have a favorite subject that you liked? Like English or?
I didn't like anything in particular. Spelling, I like spelling. Oh,
What about you, Dad? Did you have a favorite subject?
Did you have a favorite subject in school that you liked?
Mathematics.
That figures.
Was that it?
Huh?
Did you have anything else you liked?
I
could work mathematics ones in my head. I never bought a piece of paper for them.
All the kids are pretty good in mathematics.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Say all the kids are pretty good in mathematics. Barb did it after I had to figure out something at work when she worked out there. Said she just figured it up in her head and they didn't figure out how she done it. She could tell them the answer while they was messing around trying to write it out on paper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think all the kids have done pretty good in mathematics.
Well, how long was your school year?
About 9 months, same as it is
September
now.
to
September to
May?
till spring, till about April. We always got out in April. A lot of times now they don't get out till in May sometime.
Mm-hmm.
We always got out in April.
Oh, okay. Okay. Did you ever go on field trips?
No, we never got field trips. They never had anything like that then. We was in school all day.
Okay, let's see. Well, what church did you attend?
Well, they moved so much. We went.
Was it the same? Was it like
you always went
mostly
to Holiness
Wesleyan?
Church
Or?
or Pilgrim Holiness or Nazarene or a mission or someplace. You always went.
Well, Grandpa and Dad and them was all the kids everybody brought the German Baptist.
No, none of them was brought up in the German Baptist.
How did Grandma get into that?
Well, her kids, well, she went to them. She always did. But you kids never went to church with your mom.
Hmm?
You kids hardly ever went to church with your mom.
Went to church.
Yeah, with her mom.
Well, I did. Well, I guess the other kids did too. Gladys and Carrie and Bob. I don't know about the older ones. They never went when I
I
did.
thought none of the kids went with her to
Huh?
church. I thought the kids didn't go with her to church where she taught.
Oh yeah.
You went to a German Baptist church?
Especially when they had one of them big meetings.
Yeah, they had their big meetings. They go to that. And get
Oh,
the
that was the only time.
stomach
That's the
feel.
only time she went.
That's
Was-
what I
Oh,
did.
that's,
Oh,
She didn't go
They're
to the
practically so.
did Grandpa go at all?
Huh?
Did your dad go at all?
Dad was a Methodist to start with. I mean, the old-fashioned Methodist. And what caused him to lose it, I don't know.
Well, how often did they have those meetings? The big, were they?
Hmm?
How often did they have those big carry-ins?
These big meetings,
Yeah.
each church had one a year. And we went around and said, well, I've been to that brick church out here. There's another one out in here somewhere, I don't know where. But I've been there.
And you tore your pants one day and had to go home. When you went to, when
That was out here at the brick church. I tore my pants leg. The one down in Palestine's the one I walked home from. Climbed up a tree till the church took up, and then I crawled down and walked to Greenville. Well, that was Sunday, it was the end of the baseball league. And Salina and Greenville were tied or something like that anyway. Anyway, they both had a bunch of pro baseball players. That's from a professional league. I don't mean AAA, I mean from big league. Well, I wasn't about to miss that game.
Well, how'd you tear your pants that one day?
Hmm?
How'd you get your pants torn? Out the
How'd you
brick
get your
church.
pants torn when you was at the other church?
Sliding down a tree.
you see where Dad's going with his tongue at church.
Had open air meetings. Huh?
Oh, I climb anything. There wasn't nothing that ever stopped me from climbing. Except age, and it ain't stopped me.
Slowed you down some.
Hmm?
Slowed you down some.
I still like trying to throw the antenna tower once in a while.
A little bit
What?
longer in between steps, though, isn't it?
Hmm?
Getting a little bit longer in between steps, isn't it?
I'm gonna climb it and go that and down.
Well, what's the tallest thing you ever climbed?
Huh?
What's the tallest thing you ever climbed?
Tallest thing? Water tower.
Where was that?
Coalinga, California.
Didn't you work on water towers?
Hmm?
Didn't you work on water towers? Didn't you work on water towers doing something?
I worked on that one.
I'm gonna say, because we had snapshots.
Yeah,
That's-
water
was
tower.
That's so long. It was 125 foot to the ball on top of it.
It doesn't interest me.
either.
Yeah.
You had to try to climb up the side of the leg. And you get up there so far, and then you call out this way and go up over to a banister on the tank. It had a 90-foot tower, pipe standing on. The rest of it was a tank.
Hmm.
And I had another guy cleaned the inside of that pipe, all 90 feet of it, and painted it.
Oh. What'd you get paid
Well,
for it? Do you remember?
Huh?
Do you remember what you got paid for it?
What'd you get paid for it?
$5 a day.
That was
That's
big
big
wages
money.
back then now. That was big
Yeah.
wages back there, Terry.
At $8 a day, that was big money back then. Oh, it wasn't big money out there in the oil field, but it was big money anyplace else. But I climbed that tower one time, I one time without having anything to hold on to outside of a rope, and the rope was all tangled up there, and we didn't know how to get it down. Or outside of crawling up the outside and down and sliding down the rope, and we didn't know then if anything happened, so I went up the inside of it. I could just reach across it with my feet.
You were holding on to a rope?
I hang on to that rope. It never did come loose. I had a heck of a time getting it all untangled. I finally got it all untangled and went back down. He didn't dare let loose, because there was there was 12-inch pipes. This here was about a 30-inch pipe across the wasball. It had two pipes that's 12 inches in diameter. One of them was about that high off the floor. The other one was about like that. And if you ever went down or ever let loose to fall, you was going to hit them things. There was no way to keep from it.
You got his head caught in the elevator one time. You got your head caught in an elevator one time.
Yeah.
The elevator stuck there at that Union Foods.
Hmm?
The elevator stuck there at Union Foods, and he stuck his
The
head in there.
elevator didn't stick. I stuck it.
Well,
My head.
Oh.
What was you doing? Looking to see if it was coming or going?
Huh?
What was you doing? Looking to see if it was coming or going?
Mm-hmm. I was on the first floor. And the elevator was on the top floor, second floor. And the guys in the basement were using it too. All three floors were using it. It was up on the top floor. I looked over the gate to be sure there was nobody down below. About that time I felt it hit my head.
Oh.
And it stopped.
yeah.
It stopped then, so I reached around the corner and turned it and sent it back up. If I didn't, nobody would have.
It's still been holding that elevator.
I was just lucky enough that I was close enough to that corner that I could reach around and get it.
Wow. Well, what's your favorite food?
Huh?
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food? I don't know, never got any.
All of it?
None of it.
Butterscotch pie.
I wouldn't call that food, I'd call that dessert.
You have something you really don't like?
Hmm?
What's your least favorite food?
Pork.
Pasta?
Yeah,
Swiss
yeah.
steak.
You don't like Swiss
Swiss
steak?
steak.
That's your favorite food.
Huh?
You said your disfavorite food. What you
Oh,
don't
my
like.
disfavorite? Oh, no.
Noodles?
Oh no, he never eats pork.
Spinach for one thing.
How come Dad never eat pork?
Huh?
How come you don't eat pork? Why don't you eat pork? I'm right here, Dustin.
Well, it just ain't the best in the world for you.
Well, I know you never would eat it.
We doing okay?
I know you never would eat it.
What did you say noodles look like?
Hmm?
What did you say noodles look like?
What do you say noodles look like and taste like?
I thought you said they look
Noodles.
like worms. Something.
Oh,
What do you
Fish worms.
fish worms. You heard him right the first time.
Oh, what about you, Mom?
I like noodles.
What's your favorite and least favorite?
Hmm?
Favorite.
You have something you don't like?
I don't like spinach very well. I can eat it, but I don't care for it. Pumpkin pie.
Oh, really?
I don't like pumpkin pie.
Huh. Well, what was your most embarrassing moment? Can you remember one? Dad, do you remember your most embarrassing moment?
Your most embarrassing moment.
That's it, never
Which
had
one?
one.
Never been there.
I don't know, it was ever embarrassing. I would have been if I'd been sober, but drunk, I wasn't embarrassed.
Did you have one, Mom, or not?
What?
I was wondering if Mom
I
ever
can't
had
think of
one.
any right now. I suppose I have had, but
Mom said you didn't give him very much advance to be prepared for this test.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do you ever lose anything real valuable? Or find something real valuable?
I don't think I ever did. Did you ever lose or find something real valuable?
You?
What, lost or found?
Yeah.
Huh?
Lost or found?
Found.
Oh, Mom lost a $20 bill up her in the other house.
Huh?
Mom lost a $20 bill up her in the other house on that snack bar. Never did find
Never
that
did
thing.
find that $20 bill.
What?
Never did find that $20 bill. I was at the house one time.
It was laying on the snack bar.
$10 bill.
$20 bill.
Oh. What's the house?
When we lived up there.
That's been years and years ago.
Boy, I'll clean that house up.
Well, do you have a hero? What about Dad? Yeah.
You have a hero.
Nope, not unless it was Patton.
Oh, General Patton. What's your favorite color?
It used to be red, but anymore, I still like red roses, and I don't like red clothes anymore.
Yeah. What about Dad?
What's your favorite color?
Car.
Color.
I ain't got any 'cause I'm colorblind.
They're all the same.
Okay. Or do you have a favorite song or book?
Well, I like the Haven of Rest song. You have a favorite song or book?
Yeah, but I can't tell you what the name of it is or the number anymore. The one over across from, I want it. Denton used to call all the time. He was always wanting that one song. The one across the page. I forget what it was.
What about animals? What would be your favorite animal?
I can soon tell you.
Oh, him.
That songbook up there.
Mom says none. Dad says anything that's left here.
Huh?
And then Mom says none was her favorite animal. Dad says anything that's left here. They always get all the hand-me-down animals.
Right,
Yeah.
it's 158.
Or rejects.
Martha's got Nancy. I can
I'll
beat
see
the
if
yellow
I'm
cat
right.
Nancy.
See if I'm right.
Seen one. So Martha's got it.
Well, we're 48 then.
Dad's favorite animal has to be a dog or a squirrel. I know it's not a cat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Zion's Hill.
That's why it surprised me he brings her over here to feed them cats.
Yeah.
You
He
never
tries
tell
shooting
me.
inside the house.
I knew it was opposite that one.
What is it?
Zion's
Zion's
Hill.
Hill.
Do you have a favorite animal, Mom?
Hmm?
No, I don't care.
Not
I like
animal
to look
lover.
pictures of them, see them, but I don't like to have them around, especially in the house.
What about birds? Do you have a favorite bird?
I like them all, birds. The outdoors. Okay. What's your favorite bird? Darling?
Larry Bird.
A what?
Larry Bird.
Larry.
Oh,
Bird.
Larry Bird.
That's good.
All right. What's your favorite animal? What's your favorite animal, Dad? Dad,
Dog, I guess.
I was waiting for you to say cat.
Huh?
I was waiting for you to say cat. No comment.
Yeah.
Well, they are my favorite target.
That's the reason you bring her over here to feed them cats. You got good, healthy targets.
You what?
I said that's the reason you bring Maxine
Maxine.
Maxine over here to feed her cats. You got live, healthy targets.
Since she keeps them over in the shed.
Well, I figured this would be fat targets.
Oh, she got them all over in the shed except one. I don't see him very often.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Was there anything you're afraid of?
Anything what?
Anything you're afraid of?
Not particularly on this earth. No.
What about you, Mom? Particularly. I lost my place. Where am I? Oh, were there any clothes that you hated to wear when you were growing up?
Yeah, I wore a lot of hand-me-downs that I didn't like. I know Mom, I had a white organdy dress give to me, and it just struck me about there. Just, and of course, I was in the I was supposed to be a fairy in the Christmas play at school, and the teacher wrote a note on the short note just a little bit. So she was supposed to be a fairy. She didn't try to make it real short. Boy, Mom wrote a note. She really laid her out. I would think she'd give it to Red. Red took it right in there. And she read it in front of the whole class. I'll never forget that.
Wow.
That was an embarrassing moment.
Red didn't stay while they read it.
No. No, she read it after Red left. He just folded it up, and handed it to her. Mom wrote it. It must be a little blister.
Wow. How old were you?
I was in the 5th grade. So I was, well, old I was in the 5th.
So about 10.
Oh. April wants you to tell the bike story. When you rode a bike.
Oh, that time I rode the bike.
Jerry, give it to me.
That'd been embarrassing if somebody had seen me. I was out there at the fruit orchard there at the New Paris, Westler's Fruit Orchard. The boys just had them big old bikes. They'd get them somewhere and fix them up. And they used to be great big things.
Did they have the great big wheel in the front and the little in the back? Or
No,
the
they had just regular bikes. They had the big same size wheel. I got up there and it went up on a hill. And I got up there on that hill and I got on that bike up on that hill. I couldn't stop. There wasn't nobody around. They had dug a great big, they was going to put a well in there at the bottom of there. It didn't have a well in there, you just had the hole dug. It was a great big, square hole. And I had right for that hole, I couldn't get it. I just missed that hole. The corner of it, and of course, the hill was done then, and it stopped. Then I just sat there, and I couldn't get off of it. I never got on a bicycle again. It'd probably killed me if I'd have went in that hole.
I imagine so. Nobody ever knew what happened to you.
bicycle riding. That'd been embarrassing to be anybody around, but didn't have to be anybody to see me. I know of.
Well, Dad, did you have any clothes that you didn't like to wear that you had to?
Did you have to wear any clothes that you didn't like? You had to wear them.
Particularly.
Probably know it, Dad. If you didn't like me, you didn't wear it.
What about a tie?
How about the tie?
Well, I don't have to wear them.
I tell you.
When I got tired of wearing them, I quit.
You still got the suit that I got him when you graduated. He's saving it.
Yeah. Well, why don't you describe your courtship? Are you guys dated? You first met?
I met him at the church. He lived next door to the church. Where they was having church. It wasn't regular church, they was having church. Where we first met.
When we first met,
You was living in that house. The second house got like almost back of the church.
We're at Greenville?
Yeah, Greenville. He used to get back there and sit on the barn, and I played the organ and had the window open. The church was upstairs in that building. And he yelled at, open the door and sit on that door and wave at.
watched her with the worst windows.
Was that the first time you ever saw Dad, or?
Yeah, he lived there. Yeah, I saw him out there messing around and working in there. He's trying to pull the garden. First time I saw him, he was trying to spade the garden up.
Oh no.
Then he drove that old car. I don't know what it was.
Buick.
An old Buick. He'd go around the church and we'd have a church. He'd go around two fields. He didn't go around. He'd go down that corner and just speak and just make that. I can still hear him going out there.
That's where Rick gets some of his stuff.
Yeah, that's where Rick gets right.
That's where Rick gets his hot rod. Sure is.
One time he's going to show me how to turn the car around the block. He's plugging it around there. You ain't gonna get the cover. Slow down
Was your mom still alive then?
Yeah, yeah, she was alive when.
Well, she must have been excited about you dating each other.
Yeah.
What about Grandma Smith?
She lived there. He was living at home. That's where she lived. She never was happy about it.
Either one of them?
Grandma was never happy about anything.
Grandma
you know,
Smith?
Grandma Smith. I never did see Grandma Smith.
What, smile or?
I never did see my Grandma Smith smile. I never did. Do you remember Grandma smiling?
No, I don't remember ever smiling.
Who?
Grandma Smith. Do you ever remember her smiling? Because come think of it, I never do. I never ever remember Grandma laughing at anything or anything. She talk about the stone's over. She's cold old over. But she was very, very solemn.
Yeah. Mom didn't laugh either. My mother didn't laugh.
I don't really remember. I remember Grandma Crick, but that was Grandma Crick right at the end, just before she died. I
Back
remember.
then, you didn't have as much to laugh about.
No, but I mean, Daddy, even though when us kids, after Grandma was getting older though, and us kids stuff, she never did laugh or smile or anything. And when you said I'm thinking, you know, I don't ever remember seeing Grandma's face was always straight.
Yeah.
Well, did you know Grandpa?
Grandpa Smith?
Uh-uh. So he died when John David was born. Right, or he died before
That's
John
right.
David was born.
That's right.
He was born about a week afterwards.
He was born a week after Grandpa?
About, I think about a week after he died.
So Grandma and I didn't get along. She told me I was too much like my dad. Hmm? She did, that's her exact words.
Well, why don't you
She said
come
she's
over
too
here
much
and
like
sit so I
her.
can
She
catch a better
was too much
camera.
like her dad.
Hell, I'll admit I am.
Well, what did your mom say when you started dating Dad?
You
remember?
They said they that's their actions. Had an awful time. Had an awful time.
What did Grandma and Grandpa Crick think about Daddy?
They didn't say anything much, I don't think. I don't remember them saying anything.
Grandpa Crick was was easygoing. At least what I remember of him.
But I don't think Mom ever smiled much. She was sober faced. She used to get after Dad for cutting up with the kids. Dad was a big cut up. She used to cut up with the boys, wrestle around with them, playing things. Mom didn't. She didn't like it. She didn't think Dad looked like very manly, been wrestling around with the boys.
Because Grandpa Crick was always playing. You know, with the kids and stuff when they were little.
Mom never played with us. She never cut up with us or played with us at any time.
I can remember back when I was about. Remember Dad having the old black car and us going out to Grandma's out there at the farm.
Yeah.
What was I, about 3 years old, 4 years old?
Yeah, you just little one. And Johnny went into service. You went out there and you got Grandpa put you up on the horse, let you ride the horse.
Yeah, I remember Grandma going, you know, that bedroom, walking into the house and Grandma's, and I remember the farm. I remember Grandma over at Aunt Carrie's, or Aunt Caroline's over in Muncie. But other than that, you know, I see a picture of her, you know, and the face is familiar.
You used to go out there to the farm a lot before she died. Out
Yeah.
on the farm. You were scared of the chickens. The toilet was on the outside.
Yeah.
Fence between it and the house.
Had two holder.
And you scared you go out, you wouldn't go to the toilet because you scared the chickens.
Remember me telling him I dropped my billfold down the Grandpa and them out there looking for her.
No, it was your shoe.
Oh, no, my shoe. Now that was my pocket. It wasn't my shoe. Something else I dropped down in the outhouse.
Down
My
there.
shoe. I told him I dropped out in the cornfield.
Yeah. Dad
dropped it in the river.
and said he never could find any shoe out there.
My shoe was because when Aunt Carrie's boy, Bobby,
was staying with us.
I lost my shoe in the river down at the creek bank. It was my Easter shoes too, wasn't
It
it?
was good shoes.
It was my Easter shoes.
Dad looked in the cornfield and he never could find any shoe out there.
Because Bobby and I walked all the way down to where that road, the next road was. Well, just no doubt, we know we were gonna get. We told him I'd go down there anyway.
Was that at Rossburg? Is that out?
No, that's
That's where we go, Winchester.
It's out in the country where they live.
There's that great vineyard and everything out there.
Yeah.
So it's was it your grandparents that live over, the house was over by Rossburg?
My grandparents lived
Okay.
around Rossburg. They lived in Rossburg there till last.
Okay.
I think that house is still standing where they lived. They built onto it, but I think it's still the same place. Because it's right down from the old town pump, and the old town pump is still there. And then go down the end of that street, and that was their house there.
Well, going back to the courtship, what attracted you to each other?
I don't know.
Mom got attracted to you. Quit spinning around the church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We you hear the windows in summertime, the windows open, you hear him roaring, this going, this revving the motor.
He never has stopped revving his motor, has he?
Well, where did you get married?
At Winchester Christian Church.
Oh, you were married in a church?
Did have a church wedding, but not what they call a church wedding, but we was married in the church.
Oh, how many people were there?
Just a preacher and another man. I didn't even know him.
You didn't need witnesses?
The other guy stood up as a witness. Some of his relations, his nephew or something.
So you didn't have any kind of reception or anything afterward? What was your wedding dress like?
It was blue. Oh, it's blue is all.
Was it like street length?
No, it was just ordinary length. It wasn't street length.
Was it light blue or
Dark
flowers?
Blue, dark
or?
blue. Had some trim on, I think. Some trim on. Had little ruffles or pleats around the bottom, I think.
Oh, do you remember the date?
January 29th. I don't know. It's been 58 years. This